most naturally.
Okay.
Be able to watch a conversation happen on screen, to have that, the extra three frames, because you need that extra tiny bit of pause before the next, thing. Watching your motion come across each other and working together, rather than just like, okay, I'm just gonna slap some stuff together. Sure, that worked. It's 3 minutes long. Does it look beautiful? Is everything working and flowing? Like, is it art?
Yes, I like him. What's your name again?
James.
James. Okay. What program do you use to edit?
I started in Premiere. I use Final Cut all the time now, but I can still use Premiere. I do a lot of stuff in After Effects as well.
Okay. And you got a computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just got a 2020 MacBook Pro.
Okay.
I have 3 computers at home that I edit on. After this interview, I'm going to get a gig job I'm editing for a guy doing piloting for helicopters and fire and
Nice.
whatever. So yeah, I do editing all the time right now as it is.
Okay. Cool.
And you, ma'am?
Hi, I'm Daisha Smith. I usually go by Daisy, just because that's a bit easier for people to remember.
Hold on a second. Did you sign a consent and release form?
Yes.
Daisy?
Yeah, it may say Deja.
Yeah, that's my legal name.
I don't have it. Okay.
I have been working in film for the last 7 years professionally. I started out as a production assistant. I kind of really wanted to just latch on and learn whatever I could. So I have experience with sound, with gaffing, just being a production assistant, like corralling people, extras, taking care of that, taking care of craft, all that kind of stuff. And recently, the last couple of years, I got promoted to be a producer. So I've been helping with getting permits and all that kind of stuff. Also, assistant directing, I've also started doing a lot recently, which has kind of been my passion, like production management. That's one of my favorite things, is to be proactive on a production so we don't waste time. And
I like you already.
so we can do things. Like, I hate when people are standing around a production. I always want someone to, is there something that we can start doing so we can get onto the next shot? If we need to go to another location, can we pack things up? What can we do? That's kind of how I like to work on a production set. But like you were saying, I always hate when I work with California crews, and they're always like, you guys are this, bottom of it, production assistants. They treat them like crap, and they're like, carry all my stuff, and so I don't want to run a production like that either. So that's kind of why I've gone into more of the production management side, to kind of help with that and help teach people, to not just be, pardon my language, but assholes on set. Because a lot of people are, because it's a high stress environment. So yeah, that's just kind of what I do and what I've been doing for the last couple years. I recently just moved here from Reno, Nevada. So I've been working with Mad Wife Productions down there, doing proof of concept, pilots, and that kind of stuff. That's me.
What are you most passionate about in the entertainment industry?
I really kind of came into it to help people. I realized that the entertainment industry is a very, very stressful place. I like to be that kind of person that you can give a task to and not worry about it. You'll know it'll get done. It'll get done in a timely manner. And you can worry about the more important things, that you need to worry about. That's kind of what I love to do, is just assist. So that's why I kind of was a production assistant for so many years. I love just being like, what do you need? What can I do? Let me help you. So that's really it.
Great. And you, sir?
My name is Greg. I work professionally under the name Greg Romero. I've been a professional wrestler for the last 10 years. I'm also a trained stuntman. I've been doing stunt training for 2 years, and I have a few stunt gigs under my belt. I actually stopped wrestling earlier this year to focus on acting. I got cast in a film playing the main villain, but unfortunately that got shut down due to the coronavirus shutdowns and everything. But yeah, most of my experience comes from pro wrestling. I've wrestled on TV, I've wrestled nationally, I've been all over the place. But I'm ready to really take acting seriously I've been looking for a good crew to join, you know, a good production company. Right now, it looks like you guys have been the most professional thing I've seen, so I'm
Thank
excited,
you.
hopefully.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. We're trying. We're doing our best.
What are you applying for today?
Acting.
Acting.
Yes,
Okay.
acting.
Great. Okay. And you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. I just kind of ran across this on Facebook. I didn't really know what I was doing.
Okay.
I just applied the other day and just kind of fell into this place somehow. I'm mostly a musician. I grew up playing instruments. My whole family plays music as well, so that's pretty much what I'm trained for. But I have done a little bit of acting. I worked in theater in college and just helped with set design and then, help stage manager, get the actors in where they needed to be, get their dress, together. And pretty much just learned a little bit about acting that way. But I do have a passion for acting, so I would like to try to, learn.
Is there a genre of music that you specialize in?
Mostly like rock and blues.
Oh, okay. Great. What instruments do you play?
Electric guitar and vocals.
Okay. You see my mind spinning, don't you?
Do you have any do you have any any musician friends, or are you a part of a band, or none of that right now?
I really don't. I'm just kind of coming back
Oh,
into
no,
town. I just
no,
got
that's
here
fine.
this week, so
No,
I lived
okay,
here
so you're
previously and got to
fresh.
meet some
Okay,
people, but
gotcha.
I'm just coming back into
No
town.
problem.
I love the music people.
It was just a question, because
Yeah.
some things.
Okay. And you, sir?
My name is Lonnie Johnson. I'm here for the studio engineer position.
Okay.
My background is in live events. I've done everything from stagehand, lighting, camera direction, technical directing, producing. Worked every single hotel here for a convention one way or the other. I built the Fremont East studio when it opened up a couple of years ago with Freeman White. Did a couple of productions with him, and right now I'm transitioning from the live to try to get into more film and studio again. I have a degree in audio engineering. I've done audio and video mixing on Sony Vegas back when it first came out, Avid, Media Composer, Final Cut, and right now I'm on Adobe Premiere. My last major thing that I was doing was basically setting up large LED walls for conventions and buildings and installs and such.
Okay. And what are you most passionate about in the industry?
In the industry, doing a lot more of production, development, casting. I'm right now, I have like 2 or 3 ideas for scripts in my head that I've got partially outlined out. Did a couple of 48-hour projects that really, were more passion than fun, more for fun than money. So I like developing and making stuff happen.
Okay. And you, sir?
Hi, I'm Steven. I don't really have any acting experience, but I guess I could try out if you're willing to accept me. I made a couple of Facebook or YouTube videos when I was a teenager, and yeah, so that's about it.
So you're interested in acting?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, I can sing.
Oh,
I'm pretty good
okay.
at singing.
How old are you, Steven?
27.
Okay. You look a lot younger.
Yeah. Good.
Yes. You just look like a big guy with a baby face. Okay. What do you do now for a living?
Well, right now I'm working at call centers. So,
Okay.
I have a job part-time selling vacations, and I went to a place this morning, and they said that it wasn't for me, so then I actually went over to the next building, and then they gave me a job there, so.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey. Persistence.
Yeah.
I'm really good at singing. I just kind of smoke too much cigarettes. So, yeah, that sometimes interferes with my ability to sing.
Okay. Fun too.
But if that was part of my job, I think I could probably quit.
All right, well. Sounds good to me. All will help you.
I'd like to see you in front of the camera. Okay, so basically a little bit more about what we do here. Here at iWin Studio, Moe received residency here to bring his company in, to bring his staff in, which we are his staff. But we were brought here to keep the flow of the studio in order. And in doing so, we were also allowed to use the services here for our projects that we have. We do a full feature-length movie a month. And in between that, we also take on any commercials, music videos, marketing and promo ads that come along the way. We're just a full production company. We just went for Christmas to Compton, and we did a huge food giveaway with another pastor and some of the churches there, and we're trying to get that set up here to where that's something that we're doing constantly. In the process of film production, we also throw, is it 3 or 4 events? 4 separate events. The casting event being the first thing, is where anyone that signed up for the cast already comes out. They audition, we mingle, they have we do a photo shoot for each person. Each person receives basically a promo package, a marketing package. Everyone that attends the casting event pays a $100 fee. The $100 fee pays for their photo shoots. It pays for their poster. It pays for their marketing and promo. We market and promote every single individual person that's in the movie while we're in the process of making it. So
also we feed them. We feed everybody. We have that Cameron cooking, and she cooks more food than you can handle. You're gonna take food home.
If you've ever been mad at somebody for cooking too much food, then you would get mad at this woman.
Which is more than a typical portfolio for, say, like modeling, or if you're an actor, like if you're gonna get it done yourself. But
oh yeah.
Generally, like if you were accepted into a movie, how much do your movies gross in revenue or sales?
Well, there are different ones depending on which type of distribution that they receive.
Right. So, like your ones on like what was it again?
Amazon Prime. Well, we got to deal with Maverick Films. Those films have grossed over $100,000. The Perfect Romance, that was my second movie. It grossed like almost at 250 right now, 250,000. But I haven't seen $1 of that yet.
Why is that?
Because marketing goes up every time. When you sign a deal,
you're not profitable yet.
We've profited, but it's all gone back into marketing.
Okay, you're putting it back into
yeah. So that's one thing I learned in the film industry, is read over your contract, because we do our own marketing. We don't need them to do any marketing, you know what I mean? Just put it on the platform. So that's one thing I learned in the film industry.
Okay, so if all the revenue you're making is going back into marketing, then why do you need $100 to hire people?
Well, because we want to pay the videographer for filming. We want to pay the photographer for taking the photos.
Right, but this
Because
is your company.
Pardon me?
Yeah, this is your company. I'm just saying that doesn't sound like legitimate to me.
Where would you suggest that we earn income from?
Like when I try to talent agencies like Red Agency and like the actual modeling agencies when I was a kid, they'll like accept your material and they don't charge you anything. They actually are trying to make money. And I've heard that like in like modeling stuff, like if they're taking a fee, like they take that fee from a bunch of people and then select from that pool, and then I mean maybe that's what you're
So
well, no, that's the complete opposite of what we do. We don't take the money and then select. Everyone that pays when they come in for a casting event is put in the movie. We don't select. Everyone receives a role.
And
So like,
it's an event.
that goes towards marketing. How many actors are in the movie?
And this one in particular, the most recent one that we're getting ready to do, it's 73.
73.
Mhm.
And is that going to cover the cost of production and marketing for everyone? So,
It usually covers the cost of food
right.
and to pay the employees that work here. If you notice, there's a staff back there. Also, when you have an event, you pay to go into an event. Have you ever been to an event here in Las Vegas?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, they charge to get into the
You
event.
usually just walk in.
Yes.
Oh, you mean so
It costs to keep these lights on. It costs for all this equipment. We just discovered a way. The events, again, like I said, pay for the movie. Go ahead.
And we get to.
No, you got to understand.
We get access to the photos and everything, the marketing material that's taken for it?
Yes.
As if we pay for it, right?
Yeah, you receive a full marketing plan.
I'm asking that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
But not for reproduction.
Excuse me?
We can't reproduce that, like for our own purposes or.
That's exactly what it's for.
It's for you to market yourself.
We market everyone individually, and it's given to you as well for you to do as you wish with it.
We don't own the rights to it. It's yours.
It's your image.
We're just the paperwork you signed was just giving us permission to film you right now. I'm filming you right now,
And these
and
cameras
I
are
needed
on.
permission for
Yes.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
so like the materials that means just for now. You're saying.
Yeah.
Because I was saying that the materials, you guys are on exclusive rights, so all the pictures and everything. That you
Yeah, I'm gonna own this video that I'm filming right now. Yeah, but you can share it. You can share it all you want.
Yes.
So that's why I'm asking, because if I'm gonna be in a movie, involved in a movie at all, I'm gonna wanna promote the. shit
Most
out of it.
definitely.
Right. So that's my concern is that I would be able to have access to
Right.
not only the movie itself, once it comes out or whatever, but all promotional material that I'm involved in.
Yes.
So that's what you guys are saying? Cool.
Yeah. So basically, you get your own poster with all the movie graphics on there.
And
The guy you met when you walked in, Don,
Yeah.
he is a professional graphic designer, web designer. He used to work for the D. He used to work for Caesar's Palace. He's a major marketer, web designer right there. And if you've seen any of our promo, he's the man.
You guys have a website?
Imagine
Yes.
it's like if you wanted to promote your own stuff, get your own pictures. You know how much that would cost. You know what I mean? In general, you would pay for headshots and you would pay for your cards and Z cards and all that kind of stuff. So we're just able to give you that as a service here. We're not saying, oh, in order for you to be in our movie, you got to pay. That's not how it goes. But it's like another way to get you promotional material for yourself, of course, because you are in the movie. But we're going to also give you a poster. You're going to get a photo shoot. You're going to get a lot of things that you would normally have to outside of a third party.
Well
You would
more
pay
than
well over
$100
that.
for the
So
photo shoot alone.
It's just an option. But once again,
You don't
nobody
have to
force
do
you to do
it.
anything. You don't want to. By all means, please don't feel that you have to, because you're not.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not really you guys about it. I'm just.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Trust
and
me,
we'll definitely be here
some people don't
filming
understand.
the movie with or without anybody. If there's just me and her, we're going to make the movie. Because you can go on Amazon Prime right now and watch Frequent Visitors. A few people came out for the casting event, and then we just started casting anybody and put them in the movie. And we made our movie, me and her. So this is not a scam or anything. This is a real business, and it's different than Hollywood.
Right.
Absolutely
it's
different.
unfamiliar. It's not something that's familiar, but it is a legitimate business, and we're not here to scam people.
So, any more questions? Like, give me everything so we can
Right.
have clarity.
Now
That's
it's time for that.
very important.
Yeah, what's your website?
iwinnetwork.net.
All right.
We have Fireproof flicks.com. We got myogtv.com. What else?
So the I Win Productions and Fireproof,
I was just about to explain
is
that to
that
them.
two separate production groups, or I'm not sure really.
I Win is the studio here, and Fireproof Productions is the team that runs the studio.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And Val TV is the streaming.
Oh,
Yeah. A lot of companies coming together to make this happen. Yeah.
So just think of it like an umbrella, you know,
Right.
like, you know, and then under that umbrella you have different, you know, sub-entities.
Yeah.
But they all have the same purpose in mind, of course, and, you know, like what you see now as far as where you are, we'll have this whole complex pretty soon, you know, so it won't just be here, it'll be the whole thing. So that's a part of the growth aspect that's going on. So, you know.
Oh, another thing that I failed to mention is that we're nonprofit through Just Righteousness Foundation, which is the head of the top of the umbrella. So yeah. So when you do pay for an event, you're paying a non-taxable item, so you can get that back on your taxes too.
Tax write-off.
A donation.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yes.
I started my own nonprofit for theater a couple of years ago, and I have experience in getting like, what are those called?
Funding.
Right.
Funding, but also like not promotion. Like sponsors. I have a ton of experience getting sponsors for events
Awesome.
and also running live events for nonprofits.
Yeah.
That's also one of my passions. I just wanted to point that out when you were talking about nonprofits.
Cool.
Nonprofits. I was like, yes.
But you're the associate producer, right, as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar somewhat with segment producing in essence, like kind of like talk show style? So, you know, basically shooting out a segment. Okay, perfect.
Like almost like news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, because February there's something coming that you will be perfect for. So.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
And we want to, as Fireproof TV Films, we want to be the head content provider for iWin Studios. We want to create a lot of the content that goes on to the vMix, that goes on to the channels. You know what I mean? So we got a lot of projects. The main thing is a movie a month. I don't know nobody doing that.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It's very tedious.
And that's going to make a difference. That's going to make a difference. A quality movie every month.
If we do happen to get cast or join the group, I know you don't want to have the same people in every movie.
Yes, I do.
We do.
Oh, you do? Oh, okay.
Have you seen Adam Sandler?
Right. Okay.
Have you?
So that's what I was going to ask. If you like us enough, if you like an individual enough, we would be able to do a movie month each person.
How many movies you in?
I don't know.
Because I'm going to do as much as possible. So.
And you have stunt background and experience, so
That would
that
definitely
alone
be helpful.
keeps you right here next to me. Because there's small situations where I might just need an arm or a knee, so I try to recycle every body part of every person in every film that I possibly can. Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
What?
Are you gonna need extras, or you need people
Always.
who speak roles?
Always.
We always need
We
extras.
need all types of positions at all times, because like I said, in the middle of production, we may also receive a client that needs a commercial for their business. So I may need to use some of our actors who work with us on a regular basis to act in this commercial. I just did a commercial with a young lady for a book advertisement. We did the other day, and we had nothing to say in the commercial at all. We just had to do a couple of movements, and then he came and did a voiceover that was added, and then it went to editing department. So there's always something going on.
Yeah.
That's why we always need somebody.
And that's
Sorry.
Available. That's what I
I didn't interrupt you.
No, that's okay.
Go
I
ahead.
was just, leery about like the whole paying thing, and that is actually like to get everything done and it's a good price. But so what are the salaries for your actors?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. So here's the thing. You don't have any experience, right?
Correct.
Okay. So let's start there. All right. Number one, as a person who has no experience, you're non-union, okay?
Mhm.
Generally speaking, you won't see $1 or a dime in any production. You
Right.
go to LA, I did that for 11 years, okay? You won't see a dime or $1. Until you get it, first of all, you need to build what's called a reel. You need to get yourself in as many, non-union student projects, whatever kind of project you can to build a reel to have experience, because you cannot ask for money until you have that, okay? When people see your face enough, generally speaking, you have to work a lot of commercials before you can even get into a theatrical role. So if you go to LA, you get you an agent. You're not going to get your agent for theatrical stuff. You'll get one for commercial stuff, okay? Because it's easier. But they need to see you in enough commercials to get you into a theatrical job that will pay you. You have to become union, okay? So you would have to, if you would go to LA, you have to go that whole process will take you years and years and years, okay? So, and everybody's not lucky enough to get their SAG vouchers, alrighty? So, money right now should not be your focus. Where your focus needs to be is experience. And once you get that experience, then you'll be able to come with some leverage.
Ask me how much I got paid for 28 movies.
$0, okay? And that's just it.
And guess what? I'm working on 29 right now.
When we also offer as compensation for everyone that works, everyone that steps on set, everyone that has anything to do receives IMDb credit for every production,
And
every
that's
single
good.
production.
That's good.
Yes.
Yep, and that's important. That's my goal.
Are you aware of IMDb credit? Okay, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so that's the Internet Movie Database. All right, that basically says that usually when a film production company applies for, let's say, quote unquote, a SAG project or SAG signatory or whatever, you actually be able to get a credit, showing that you actually worked. Most of the times you won't even see that kind of stuff, but they have that. Other places you would hardly ever see it. They'll say, "Yeah, we'll give you a copy of credit in the meal," but that credit is just going to be a credit that's on their rolling, credits of their film. But that's it.
And that's not.
But to get an IMDb, that's really important. So that's what you're getting that's your money right there for now. Until you're worth something to someone, as far as your craft, to say, okay, we're going to pay this guy this XYZ. Even if you're a union, most union workers don't make that much money.
Well, actually, extras out in Hollywood, extras and roles that get hired, they actually log on right onto set, and then when they're extras, they do get paid for that.
You get paid as an extra because you're working. You're getting a minimum wage. In California, the minimum wage is what, $10 or whatever?
Right.
That's what you're getting paid.
Right.
But that's it.
That shows like your movies you work 10 hours a day. So I mean,
you're getting paid for being there. Period. You're getting a paycheck for being there. But as a non-union actor, you're not getting paid what a union actor is, even if though they're SAG. Okay, they get paid more. They get paid twice as much as you do.
He's asking about our 10-hour days.
Oh, your 10-hour.
Okay, and so we have, when we're filming, we do work 10-hour days. Our actors don't work all 10 hours. Our staff and our crew do.
But do we get paid at all for the time that we're out? So
No, that's volunteer. Everybody's volunteering for the movie.
This is volunteer work, like to help build the portfolio. Like you could, since it's Christian,
It's a good
help your portfolio.
It's a good experience in the fact.
yeah, my portfolio.
Yeah.
I was speaking in a different,
Right, okay.
like a person,
But if you're here to get paid as an actor and become rich right now,
Just at the spot right here.
I was thinking maybe actually get compensated for my time, especially since
your compensation is copy credit meal. That's what you're and if you want to do the other thing as far as the casting event, but that's what your compensation is. Your compensation is getting credit so that you can use that towards your own reel and build your portfolio and your resume for the future. When it's time to get paid, you'll be ready. Right now, this is not that.
Maybe in the future when you're putting your ads up, you should target people of a younger audience or people taking care of them. So say someone that's a college student or maybe someone that's under 18, so that way they don't have bills and stuff to take care of, because everything takes time and to be fed.
But that's why we have these sessions. So when you come in, you get that answer. So after this session, okay, is this for me? If not, then I'll find somewhere else that is for me. But for everybody in this meeting right here, you know exactly at this point what is for you and what is not. So if you can get paid as an actor, it's not gonna happen.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for answering.
No problem.
That's fine. Helen, could you tell us which position you're applying for?
I don't know what position you're hiring for.
Okay, how'd you find out about today?
I met
Oh yeah. She met me at the gas station. I didn't know that was you behind the back.
Okay.
Yeah, I had my fireproof coat on. She said, "I don't care if I have to move dirt. I'm gonna sign up."
Okay.
Yeah, welcome.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're just catching the tail end of a lot that was going on.
No, that's good though. I love to hear
It's perfectly fine.
people's thoughts on this because I don't know them. You know what I mean? All I know is my experience. My experience is I wanted to be in the movie, so I started making them. That's my experience. I want a budget for a movie. I don't have one. I never got one. 28 movies. Oh, I did get one. $2,000. The movie cost me $40.
Which, yeah, I was just going to say, which only covered as making it from one location to another location.
Staying in the red.
You know what I'm saying? So
I'll do anything to keep making movies.
Right.
I'll go DoorDash. I'll go stand on the corner with a sign. I don't care. If I can make movies, I'm going to do it. That's just me, though.
see,
Yeah.
and the thing
So,
is, he had very legitimate questions for someone who's out in this big. You know what I'm saying? I completely understand all of your concerns. We took our son to an audition. Was it for Disney?
Yeah.
It was for Disney.
Big
And
Disney audition.
We got there, and there were so many kids.
800
there.
people.
It was a huge audition. They had small monologues for different kids to read off and everything. Our son already had his monologue remembered. He got in there. He wowed the crowd and everything. And they told everybody, "You're great, but you can only come back if you purchase this package, and then I'll think about putting you into our production."
And it was $10,000. I said, "Oh, I know I'm building a lot of value with my $100
So we're not building to take. We're building so that by the end of each production, everyone knows who this person is. Everyone knows who that person is. Everyone. In our last film, The Bad Boxer that we filmed, I had a small role. But I went, and I guarantee you, after you see the movie, you'll know who Auntie Jane was. And the reason for it is because not only did I get out there and I perform, but also in the process of us filming, I had a movie poster that was made that has my picture and the title of the movie, and I reposted and I blasted that thing as many times as I could. There was different trailers made for the movie after we finished with different parts of it that included small parts, and I advertised every single part of me. Once you get all of me, then all of him, then all of him, then all of that person, and you put it all together, there's no way people will not have heard about it. And so this is why we do what we do with the marketing package, the package that you pay $100 for the actors. That's the reason for it.
And again, it's for an event.
It's right. It's not
event.
just to advertise the movie, but it's to advertise everyone individually.
Yeah. I think it's a cool way to make a movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I worked in Hollywood and at all the major studios, and I know that if you're not a somebody, to them you're a nobody. And for you to break into that industry as being an actor, you would spend years trying to just get 3 SAG vouchers just to be considered. Yeah, well, because hear me out now, because I know exactly what I'm saying. Major motion pictures only carry the name that's gonna carry the picture.
Well, this just isn't for me because, like,
I mean, I understand. I'm just telling you that there are a lot of. I went to.
If I had that, I'd definitely do this.
I went to a seminar. Full. It cost you $350 to get into that seminar. Everybody that was up there on that stage trying to tell you how you're going to break into the motion picture industry came through a family member. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When it was all over with, they took questions from the audience. And when it came to my turn, I said, all of these people don't have family that's in the entertainment industry. But you all trying to tell them how to break into the entertainment industry through your family, your cousin, your uncle, or whatever. These people don't have it. Tell them how they can get in that way.
Yeah.
And they told me I had to leave, so I left. But I did voice my opinion.
He got to leave too.
So
You don't want to go?
I've worked. I've
Yeah.
remastered The Hunchback
Have a
of
great day.
Notre Dame
Nice
and
meeting you.
Pocahontas for Walt Disney. I've remastered everybody's audio from the games you played for distribution. I know Hollywood. And I left
I'm
there.
listening to.
I left there for one reason and one reason only. Because I was in competition with Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Stephen J. Cannell, Aaron Spelling. I wrote the song for Young Guns, but you know why they didn't take it? Because they wanted a brand name that was gonna do it. And I even hired the guy that won Elvis 3 years in a row at Universal Studios to go in and lay the vocal. So I'm just letting you know. You know, opportunities don't come like this, but they often. So you may consider. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the CEO of iWin Studio.
Right.
Yeah. Jason, did you want to say something? Interview.
Interview.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
fine. Is that your jacket?
And then vacation package? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be in contact with y'all.
Okay.
I'll be in contact with you,
All
Sarah.
right.
I'll be in contact with you.
Hi guys, I'm over all the marketing operations. We're building this, so this is me, Joe. You'll see us around sometimes, not really. I try to disappear as much as possible. But guys, it's like so you have to look at this like I told the last group. You have to look at this like an opportunity and how bad you want to take the opportunity. We're a startup. iWin is a startup. Moe's a startup. I think I'm the only one that's maybe I'm still a startup, but I'm 15 years in what I do. But I build companies. I build places like this forever. And I tell people, what if you would have got in on the ground floor before when Hollywood Studios started? Like, what if you would have got in there? It looks like you're not making money, but there's money to be made. The stuff that we're creating, there's packages to be sold, there's things to be done. So it's not that you won't make money. It's how hard do you want to work to make the money you want. I'm a person, my whole life has been commission, so I don't know what a paycheck is if I didn't get out there and go get it. So to me, transferring into, my company's called Promote Until Something Happens, transferring over into my business and teaching other people how to do it was so simple for me because I've always grinded. I worked for Verizon, Nextel, I sold phones, cars, whatever could be sold. If it could be, my dad used to tell people all the time, don't talk to my son too much because he may sell you your own car back. Just don't even get in that conversation. But if you're looking for an opportunity to get in on the ground floor, like this is one of those bigger things. The best part about it is if you're looking at wanting to be a part of a movie, being a part of what they're doing, being seen, if you are an upcoming actor, upcoming salesperson, looking for, here, what we're trying to find are people who want to grow with us. Because as you grow with us, you put yourself in a better position. Salaries come as we start to build the product and sell the product. It doesn't come from the ground up. So right now, everybody here is a salesperson. I sell this place every day on top of everything else we do. So I hope you guys take the opportunity. If not, then we're not for you. I understand, but I hope that we can help some of you guys.
And in return, you guys help us because everybody doesn't do the same thing. So we'd like for you to, that's why I asked each one of you which part of the industry you're most passionate about. You may have experience in one thing, but you might be more passionate about this. So that is what I would ask you to do, the thing that you're most passionate about. So to add on to what Jason said, since the rest of you here aren't just here for acting, we do also ask that everyone that comes in gives us a 30-day trial period. Within that 30-day trial period, there's still opportunity for you to make money, again, off of commissions by bringing in other actors or getting other people to sign up for things. Then you'll receive a percentage off of the payment that comes in from that. But after the 30 days, then we sign you up on 1099, and then you become staff as a 1099 staff member. Any other questions? Yes.
If I were to do a few pictures with you guys, and then if I'm offered a role and I happen to turn one down, or turn two down, does that kind of count me out for anything else, or am I able to still?
Because I have your name right here with me, and I have that you have stunt experience, and I have whatever other notes that I have about you. Every time we have something, you will receive an email.
Yep.
Whether you turn down today or not, you're gonna receive an invite to whatever project we have going on from here on out.
Perfect. That makes me feel better. I know a lot of places, a lot of people, you turned down the last one,
Oh, no.
so we don't want.
Not at all. It might not have been for you. The next thing might fit you perfectly. You might be the main character.
What?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But I definitely, everybody that's left here, I definitely see value in you guys coming, and there's a lane for you. Editor's gonna make money. Editor's gonna make money. Lights, we need lights for the films. You know what I mean?
Lights and sound.
That's a whole lane that's just wide open. Sound, we need organization like you offer. Your stunt
Every
person.
single one of you that are
You know what
still
I'm saying?
here.
Yeah, everybody
Trust
has.
me,
has
you'll
value.
be getting a call back from me, and for a specific reason.
So I will be upfront about one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I pretty much am not for doing stunts for other people, like stunt double,
Okay.
stuff like that.
Okay.
If I'm going to do it, it's going to be for my own.
For your
stunt.
own character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I just want.
That's good to know. Yes.
Good thing this Kings of Credit movie doesn't have any stunts.
So,
I
is
don't
that the
think
next
so.
project? That,
Yes.
Okay. I
Yeah.
wasn't sure if that was one you had just done.
Nope, that's what we're working on next.
Okay. Cool.
And then we got the movie ready for February, and the movie for March. I got the whole year kind of planned out. It's just getting it up on the schedule. So that's what I'm doing every day, just working on getting the information out there earlier if possible. So, yeah.
I'm just curious, just because you guys have such a strong background in music and everything, and I heard the CEO talking about mixing and mastering some pretty big tracks. So there's a lot of that going on here. So do you guys like produce all of your own soundtracks
Yes.
for each movie? And you guys,
Mhm.
that's cool. Okay. So you don't have to license anything out. You guys have.
We try to
people
bring
who
in.
write it,
We
right?
try
All
to do as much
independent.
independent as
Yeah.
possible.
Independent.
Yes.
I'm pretty involved in the music scene here in Vegas too. So if you guys ever need bands or artists, you know, I can always reach out to people that I know.
Right.
We got a lot of opportunity for artists.
I was just wondering if you guys had ever thought about, like, it's just another income stream, but doing like classes or anything, like with film work or camera work or anything like that. Because that is something that I've been interested in setting up for a long time, and if like you guys are interested in something like that, I would love to like work with you guys that way.
Like you said, we're on the ground floor of a lot of things, and you're also on the ground floor of Moe McCoy Film School.
Yeah.
So that is another project
Oh, perfect.
that's on the
There we
table.
go. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that was one.
Yes.
I wanted to say too, I've also got a lot of experience in set design, stage design.
Awesome.
Great.
So if you guys ever need,
Yes.
yeah, a lot of our wrestling shows, especially the televised events,
Yeah.
help design the sets and set all that stuff up too. So
Oh, that's super dope.
just, you know, another commodity, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Any more questions?
yeah.
No, I feel great about it.
K-Don, did you have
Okay.
something that you wanted to add?
I did, but they left already.
Oh, okay. It was the guy.
Which is cool, but I worked on a Mercedes-Benz commercial, Winter Fresh commercial. I'm from Hollywood too. I went to school, well trained, boom op, in every facet. So being in different divisions of this becomes well-rounded because you never know what you'll be needed for. Well, my main concern is the audio and the sound and doing the scores and the soundtrack, the theme music, things of that nature. So the editors, I will be working with you more so than anyone.
Yeah.
When things go into development state.
You said you take care of a lot of music.
Well, yeah, I kind of oversee the sound in its entirety. I may get something where I just concentrate on, let's say if it's a barbarian film, all I do is the clashing of the sounds of the bow and arrow sound
Yeah.
throughout the entire film. Then once we've got that complete, we go back and we find sounds of nature that need to be filled in with certain things. Every aspect of sound.
Yeah.
ADR,
Footsteps.
dialogue replacement.
Breathing.
We may not capture outdoors. We have to recreate that sound.
Oh yeah.
So that's kind of things like that. So that's one of the things I enjoy doing. Now, actually, my teacher did all of the Lord of the Rings 1 and 2, clashing with every sound that had anything to do with shields, metal, sword, brass. He created that. He worked 13 days on 2 films, and he made about $200 grand. You know, and his wife, they went on a trip the rest of the year. So it was working fast and being punctual. Content can be put together very fast.
Yeah.
So like I like to let people know when we're interviewing them that we're not hiring for employees. I never like to say employees. I prefer to say staff, because everyone that you see here, and hopefully you all as well, will not be an employee of the business, but you will have your own staff that's under you, your own department. That's where we're at. We're not hiring people to come and clock in and work like a dog. I still want you to work, because I work myself.
We work hard.
But we want it to be, we want everyone to be following their own personal passion. We want you to be enthused about what you're coming to work to do every day. Again, another reason why I ask for everybody what they're most passionate about, because I'm a great cook, but I can't stand standing in the kitchen forever. So, I prefer to be at my desk writing the next script or editing the next script that came. So it's just a matter of, I'm from Houston, and I like we have a saying called "get in where you fit in." You get in that position, in that department, and then make the best out of it. Is it Lonnie? You had a lot of great things to say, and I'd love to see some of your past work. I can, oh my goodness. As far as sound while we're filming, we could use a lot of help in that department. So I'd like to see some of the things that you have to offer. But that's about it for me.
Yeah. Well, nice meeting everybody. I would love to work with y'all. It's on you guys now to. We've been very transparent about what we're doing. Making 100 films. I'm at 28. I'll be at 29 at the end of this month. I'll be on number 30. Spike Lee has about 53 films. Once I get around that area, now I'm in the conversation. You know what I mean? So I'm grinding. And I'm looking I want to have the best looking content there is. You know what I mean? And I can't produce it all by myself. So I need some people to come around me that can make it work. I want smart people around me that can make this thing work, And in this particular movie, I'm playing the lead character. So I won't even be involved on set. I'll be behind. I'll be Chill. His name is Chill. That's who I'm going to be starting Friday. Yeah.
And just by a show of hands, and you can be honest, I mean, from everything you've heard, I mean, if you feel this is a place for you, I just like to see you raise your hand.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Awesome.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, that's all that's going to really matter. Either you're going to be here or you're not going to be here. So you definitely want to waste nobody's time, and vice versa. But, just know that we're all coming on the same level, but we all have the same vision, and if you can see the vision, you'll stick it out, and contribute as much as you can, because it benefits you too. Like I said, you can build. It's like you're building your own while you're building someone else's. You know what I mean? It's like if you're a good steward of somebody else's, then you will also get your own, and you'll have that same thing when you need it. The same help that you gave, it'll come back to you. So yeah, basically.
Yep. All right, next one.
I'd like to familiarize myself with the product. Do you happen to have maybe a list of the films that are on the platforms like Tubi, stuff like that?
Yeah, I'll send it all to you.
Please, thank you so much.
Yeah.
If you guys like, we're done, and you're welcome to take a tour around the studio if you like.
Please.
Yeah. Oh, can I get a picture with everybody?